Hi all, welcome back to Malware Analysis. I am Jay Lavanya, Assistant Professor of CS Department. So today in this video, we are gonna discuss on the topic called anti-malware analysis, is otherwise called it's a flare. Okay, so here we are gonna discuss about what is meant by flare. So let's dive into the topic. The first topic is that flare. So the term flare in cybersecurity and malware analysis refers to two distinct but related offerings by Mandiant, a Google Cloud company. Okay. So FireEye Labs Advanced Reverse Engineer. So there is a full form, there is an acronym of FLARE team. So that where the cybersecurity professionals specializing in advanced malware analysis and reverse engineering. The team is known for its open source tools, training programs, and the popular annual Flare Reverse Engineering Challenge. Okay. And here we have the two teams like Flare team and Flare VM. So the Flare team, what it does is that, so the team is known for its open source tool and then the popular annual Flare on reverse engineering challenge. And the Flare VM is freely available. The Windows-based security distribution, reverse engineers, malware analysis, and instant responders. So it is a collection of automated installation scripts that can transform a standard Windows virtual mode into a comprehensive and consistent malware analysis environment. Yeah, okay. And apart from that also, if you take, so this flare in anti-malware analysis, it also helps to, care for like what are the cases where it is resolved or what kind of things it will be used. Okay. So this is typically used in various aspects, but in Windows malware analysis, if you take, you always need to update and where the distribution is designed for reverse engineers or the malware analysis or the instant responders, forensicators, and penetration testers. Inspired by open source link-based security distributions like Kali Linux, Remax, and others. So Flare VM delivers a fully configured platform with a comprehensive collection of windows where the security tools such as debuggers, disassemblers, decompilers, static and dynamic analysis utilities, network analysis and manipulation, web assessment, okay, it will be shown. And also if you take, so this will be taken care by the web assessment, exploitation, vulnerability assessment, applications, and many others. So how to get through it is that you can expect some where it uses some like in a Windows 7 or above. So to choose the exact Windows version or the patch level and architecture and virtualization environment yourself. So once you have that available, you can quickly deploy the Flare VM environment by visiting the following URL. Okay, so that is some URL where the GitHub where you can be able to fetch it. So once you have navigated to the above URL in the Internet Explorer, you will be presented with a box starter web launcher dialog. You have to select the run option. Okay. On successful installation of box starter web launcher, you will be presented with a console video and the more prompt to enter your videos. Okay. Now let us discuss on what is the purpose of a Flare. Okay. So what is the purpose of Flare is that like malware analysis as we know, and second like in instant response, right? And third like in reverse engineering also it is commonly used. Okay. And if you take in case of like malware analysis, the Flare VM is designed to simplify the setup of a tool-rich environment for analyzing some malicious software. So it saves time by automatically installing and configuring a wide range of essential tools, eliminating the need for manual curation. And second thing, like instant response, the pre-configured environment helps to instant responders and forensic investigators to quickly perform tasks like, uh, like digital forensics and artifact analysis. Okay. And third, like reverse engineering also with debuggers, reassemblers, and decompilers pre-installed, it provides a powerful platform for reverse engineering complex binaries. Okay. And next is that what are the key features and tools? So the Flare VM, which includes or automates the installation of a numerous tools for both static and dynamic analysis. Some of the most notable include like FLOSS, which is called Flare Obfuscated String Solver, second Kappa, and third like FakeNet NG, and next like disassemblers and debuggers, and next like file format analyzers, and sys internal tool suite and Python environment. Okay, now let us discuss on FLOSS, a tool that uses some advanced static analysis to extract obfuscated strings from the malware. And next, like Kappa, a utility for automatically detecting capabilities in executable files based on a community-driven rule set. Okay. And next, like if you take like a fake net ng, a tool for dynamic analysis that intercepts and redirects the network traffic from a malware sample, simulating the network services to observe its behavior in a controlled environment. Okay, so for that case we have used these cases, right? And next, like disassemblers and debuggers, which we have already discussed in the unit 4. You can just go through on that particular topic. Yeah. And this like IDA Pro, that's a free version, and Gidra, that is an open source, and X64 DPG. Yeah. And next, like file format analyzer, like CFF Explorer or the PPR. Okay. And sys internal suite. So this we have already discussed on the first topic on the unit 5. Okay. So here, sys internal tools. We all know it's a collection of advanced system utilities for Windows, including some like if you take there will be some cases where we have to enable the use of many Python based analysis script. Okay. And next, like how it works, if you take like there will be some steps which has to be followed in order to set up these kind of things, right? So first is that preparation. As an analyst, start with a fresh Windows 10 plus virtual machine and disables Windows Defender and update for stable, secure analysis environment. And second, like installation, a partial script from the Flare VM GitHub repository, which is downloaded and run with some administrator privileges. The script uses some chocolatey, that is a window package manager, to install all the pre-configured tools. And next, like isolation. So after installation, it is crucial to switch to the VM's network settings to host only or internal to prevent any malware samples from affecting the host machine or the other systems. Okay. And next, like snapshot, the analysts take a snapshot of the clean VM state. So this allows the system to be reverted quickly after a malware analysis session, ensuring a pristine environment for the next sample. Yeah. And if you take, so these are the commonly used key features as well as tools. So this is the box plotter where you will be launching the uh, Flare VM. So once you have launched, you have to just click on the run option. Okay. And next, like the rest of the process is fully automated. Like you prepare yourself a cup of coffee or tea. So depending on your connection speed, the initial installation takes about 30 to 40 minutes. So your machine will also reboot several times due to the numerous software installation requirements. So during the deployment process, you will see installation logs and will be asking to prompt for the password and for the number of packages. So once the installation is completed, right, the highly recommended to switch to the virtual machine network settings to host only node so that the malware samples, would not accidentally connect to the internet or the local network. Also take a fresh virtual machine snapshot so this clean state is saved. The final Flare VM installation should look like as here. Yeah, here something like this. It will be started. Suppose if you encounter some set of large number of some error messages, try to simply restart the installation. So all the existing packages will be preserved and the new packages will be installed. Okay. So this is the VM configuration, and the included tools were either developed or carefully selected by the members of the flat team who have been reverse engineering malware, analyzing exploits and vulnerabilities, and teaching some malware analysis classes for over a decade. So all of the tools are organized in a set of directories. Here you can see under this flag like debuggers, Delphi, Dissemblers, .NET, Flash, Java, hex editors, so on, VB. Yeah. So all those will be hierarchy, it will be ordered. So while that will be shortcut which will be stored in the desktop too. Okay. And in order to best illustrate how it is, work is that here you could see, right, like in order to take the task of a basic analysis, we can use some malware analysis crash course if you need it. Okay, first let's obtain some basic indicators by looking at the strings in the binary. For this we are going to run the Flash own flaws tool, which is a strings utility on a steroid. Okay, so you can also launch it by clicking on the flaws icon in the taskbar. Like it will be something here. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, so see users desktop flaws level that execution file. Okay, so against this sample can be taken like level 32 underscore strings dot txt. So this is a normal taken, they have taken some example, but in case if you need to load the executable file also, it can be run by using this flaws. Okay, so unfortunately, looking over the resulting string, okay, like, that's a text file, right? So only one string really stands out and it is not clear how it is used because here you can see like there is less than xt and u comma 9 u, that is also not a valid, right? That is not clear out. And b n plus d underscore something like symbols they have given, that is also not a case. And next also, like cap symbol, like square bracket 3, that is also not a possible string or a text value. And next you see level on underscore payload dot exe. So here they have mentioned clearly about the executable file which is stuffed inside the text file. Okay, so get modules name and next one dll file. So all those things is not a specific kind of value. Can you able to understand? Yeah. And one more thing, if you take some another thing, I'll just show this picture. Yeah, here you can see under the Flare utilities, there will be a call a bit more in the bind by opening CFF Explorer in order to analyze some sample import, okay, or the resources and PE header structure. So CFF Explorer and a number of other utilities are available in the flat folder that can be accessed from the desktop or the start menu. So here, under the flat, this will be available in CFF Explorer or the EXIN flop or flaws. This all will be provided as a shortcut inside that particular flat folder so that you can able to access it very easily. And while you're running or opening, this is a utility file, okay, that's CFF Explorer. Okay, so that can be either accessed in the desktop or from the start menu. So both are same. And next is that I'll just show you. Uh, yeah. So while analyzing this is a PE resource, okay, how to do that? So while you're analyzing the PE header, there were several indicators that the binary contains a resource object with an additional payload. For example, here, like import address table. So you're importing contains some relevant Windows API call such as load resource, find resource, and finally win executable. So unfortunately, you can see in this particular diagram, I mean the picture, the embedded payload, a bin, okay, contains some junk. So it is likely encrypted, right? So another resource editor, there is a PE source bin. So here you can see the offset and the hexadecimal from 0 to 9 and from A to F values will be restored. And from there you can able to see the ASCII values, which is some thing, but which contains some junk values. Okay. So at this point, we could continue the static analysis, or we could cheat a bit by switching over to some basic dynamic analysis technique. So let's attempt to quickly gather some basic indicators by using another flare tool called FakeNetNG. So FakeNetNG, it is a dynamic, here you can see. So this is a FakeNetNG. So it is a dynamic network emulation tool which tricks malware into some revealing its network functionality by preserving it with some fake services such as DNS, HTTP, FTP, IRC, and many others. Okay, and also let's launch some procmon from system internal suite in order to monitor all of the file, registry, and Windows API activities. So you can find both this just frequently used tools in the taskbar. So here you could able to see the version which was developed like FireEye Labs Advanced Reverse Engineering. So this is a Python file. Okay. So this FakeNet energy. So once you have opened, so it will be something like this. So this is a version 1.1. So later there were so many cases. Okay. So here, after executing the sample with some administrative privileges, we quickly find the excellent network and host-based indicators. So here it shows some FakeNet NG responding to some malware's attempt to communicate with evil.mandiant.com. Okay, as it was replicated. Okay, using some HTTP protocol, and here we capture useful indicators such as a complete HTTP header, which has some modifying some external TCP request packet from to, as well as the process ID, as well as all those stuff has been indicated over here. And potentially unique user agent string also will be noted over. So also notice that FakeNetNG is capable of identifying the exact process communicating, which is a level 1 underscore payload dot exe. So this process name corresponds to the unique string that we have identified in the static analysis, but could not understand how it was used. Okay. So here also you could see like content length, cache control, and the content type, all those stuff. So Mozilla 4.0 and form URL encoded. So MSI, Windows NT, Okay, the post header, all those stuff will be generated over here, but we could not able to analyze where it has been taken, right? Okay, and here if you take, if we are comparing our findings with the output in proc 1, we can confirm that the malware is indeed responsible for creating level 1 underscore payload.exe. This executable in the system32 folder. So as part of the malware analysis process, here we could see the procmon is done which by using the executable file. Okay, that is writer file, it has been done. Okay, so this has been already discussed in the first topic, that is internal suit tools. Okay, so here the sample will be taken in a disassembler and performing some further analysis inside a debugger. So, however, I do not want to spoil because there will be some cases where it is grown. But also if you take, so Flare VM is a constantly growing and changing project. Okay. So by using it to cover many use case scenario is possible, but impossible due to the nature of the project. So this is one of like chocolatey, as I told, is a package, right? So Flare VM, it supports own play repository and it contains nearly 40 packages. Okay, there was a survey over it, and simply open a console and type the command, okay, like CINST underscore Y Firefox. You could able to see the packages will be downloading and it will be installed on your particular system. And next, like in the beginning, one of the hardest challenges, as I just mentioned, the VM is trying to keep all the tools up to date, right? So you can completely update the entire system by simply running the command in figure 30 or this particular thing, okay? And also this will be very useful if you're learning within a full by demoing, and if you go through it you can able to see so many cases, right? So this is all about the Flare VM. Okay, and apart from that, right, so this is a common thing. And so, as we have seen, another popular malware analysis like Remix was there. So it's a Linux-based distribution which is optimized for analyzing some malware designed to run on Linux and IoT systems. Okay. So both platforms are complementary, and many malware analysis use both in tandem to get a full picture of a cross-platform analysis. Okay. So Flare in anti-malware analysis. Apart from that, if you take some real-time example such that you can go through various cases where like, there will be like how to set up isolated lab environment, and you have to perform some static analysis by using the flaws. Okay, you have to give some the URL, file path, and the registry keys, and then by capability detection you could be able to detect the value. Okay, and you have to conduct some dynamic analysis. That is what we have used like fake net emission. Okay, and then we can monitor the process and system changes, and by using the procmon tool we could able to simultaneously run the process monitor. Okay, and what are the outcomes? So by combining these kind of Flare static and dynamic tools, the analyst quickly gathers some actionable intelligence, right? So they identify the file as a Trojan dropper that downloads and installs a second stage payload. They confirm its network backcalling behavior and the URL keys. So they uncover its persistence mechanism, detailing the exact registry change. Okay, so this real-time process facilitated by the Flare toolset allows the analyst to generate some robust threat intelligence or update some security defenses and potentially create a signature to detect this new malware family. Okay, yeah. So in this video, we have discussed on what is flare and what is flare VM and flare VM bait, okay, and what are the various fake net G dynamic as well as static analysis and how it is used in real time, okay, and we have discussed about the procmon and how to examine these PE files by using some registry keys and flaws by using some how you can able to extract the strings by using the flaws and all those stuff, right? Okay, so by means of this you can able to do the malware thing. Okay, I hope this video will be very useful for you. We will see you in the next video. So thank you all.